Hi there. 2/3 of us don't sleep well enough. That has an impact on our mental well-being, our physical health, and our energy levels during the day. You can use mindfulness techniques to really help you with insomnia. So I've got 7 tips I'm going to share. Some of it's from my own experience because I tend to wake up early. And it's also referring to good medical advice. So with things like the body scan, mindful breathing, and gratitude practice, you can make a real difference, set yourself up for the day properly. Let's have a look at it now. Most people don't get as much sleep as they need. In fact, only 8% of us say they're completely happy. We're designed to get 7 or 8 hours of good sleep in order to wake up refreshed. Lack of sleep affects us in many ways, from feeling physically unwell to being more anxious. It also can contribute to heart disease, premature aging, and a lot of road accidents. In fact, sleep is one of the most critical factors in good mental health. So getting a good sleep is not rocket science. So here are 7 things that you might like to have a look at. Tip 1, letting go of the day. So the first tip is to let go of the stresses of the day. That may be easier to say than do, and you may need some help to let go and recenter. And you can use our guided body scans, for example, to help you with this. But if you're in a hurry, make a commitment just to take a few minutes time out. Close your eyes and bring your attention to the out-breath. Make it slightly longer, saying to yourself, letting go as you do so. Tip 2 is the body scan. Now you can see other videos we've created for the body scan, and it's a great exercise to do in the evening before bedtime. The aim is to bring attention to the body and intentionally relax, allowing yourself to really tune in simply to the physical sensations. And we've got an MP3 download you can pick out later on. Tip 3 is about eat and drink. So what and when we eat can affect our sleep. And here are 3 things you might want to do in this respect. The first is your evening meal should be early and light. Second, limit alcohol. Find another way to relax before bed. Thirdly, limit caffeine from lunchtime onwards, and that includes chocolate. Same for sugar and nicotine, as they're all stimulants and they can persist in the bloodstream for 10 to 12 hours. And I'll just say be very wary of sleeping pills unless under medical direction. Tip 4 is about compassion and forgiveness. So whatever happens in the day, no matter who did what and how you reacted, let go of it this evening. Have compassion for your own suffering and that of others. We're all human, we all have our difficulties, and we're all imperfect. So see if you can turn blame into forgiveness, and remember that we all have so much in common. Tip 5 is if you wake up during the night. So the great thing to do there is to take the opportunity to practice mindful breathing, and you can see another video on this. In essence, what you're doing is just bringing attention to the breathing just as it is, as our body does it for us. You notice the length, the texture, the temperature of the breath, the movement in the chest and the belly. And it may help mentally to say the word letting go on the out breath and breathe out a little deeper. And try and make no judgments, just experience the physical sensation directly and in the moment. Tip 6 is to keep regular sleep times. Our bodies follow cycles of wakefulness and sleepiness governed by the circadian rhythms affected by daylight hours and the sleepiness hormone adenosine that builds up during the day. And sleep itself is in 90-minute cycles with REM and non-REM sleep, and both are critical to mental health. So the best advice is to go to bed early enough to allow 8 hours sleep and keep to the same time schedule every night. Tip 7 is about getting out into the light into the fresh air. So try and build a walk into your schedule every day, because even on a cloudy day, the light levels, especially in the morning, help reset your circadian rhythms. And exercise every day too, even if it's just a walk around the park. Another really useful tip is to use gratitude. So before other thoughts pile in when you wake up in the middle of the night or first thing in the morning, it's a really good idea to just start listing off all the things you're grateful for, and that can be quite mundane, like being in a comfortable and warm bed, being safe, having breakfast waiting for you in the fridge when you get up. Just make sure you turn around the tendency which particularly hits us in the middle of the night when we start worrying and overthinking things. That's it for now. I recommend an excellent book by Matthew Walker called Why We Sleep. And I'm going to also put on screen now a link to a guided meditation that you can use before bed. Please remember to subscribe so you don't miss new videos. Thanks.